Mothers, your sons, daughters.
These are civilians, members of the Lincoln Heights Safety and Watch Program.
It's a duty. Okay, let's go.
The duty, protecting their neighborhood, the majority black village of Lincoln Heights, Ohio. After neo-Nazis held a rally here last month, carrying rifles, waving swastikas, and hurling racial slurs, just moments before children were let out of school. At the time, law enforcement officials said the neo-Nazis did not break any laws, but an investigation by county prosecutors is ongoing. Weeks later, the KKK came with these flyers.
First African-American community above the Mason-Dixon line of staff.
Safety and Watch Group spokesperson Durrance Daniels says the police did not do enough, which was more chilling because the town was founded in the 1920s as a safe haven for black residents.
Lincoln Heights is our home. If somebody broke into your home, you call the police, and the police says, you know, if they do it again, we haven't broken any law, so we're just going to allow them to break into your home again. What would you do?
Are you worried at all that having a potentially armed response could just create more friction, create more danger?
I'll answer that by saying I've never felt safer as a black man in my community than I have right now.
The mayor of Evendale, which oversees the police force that responded that day, said in a statement to NBC News, "Our emphasis on de-escalation and public safety resulted in the incident's resolution without injuries to any of the persons involved." But residents here say they can't afford to wait. Every day, the Safety and Watch Group escorts children to school and patrols the streets.
Why do you all wear masks?
Those Nazis, we have reports of them finding our backgrounds, so we're not hiding ourselves from the residents, but we're protecting our family from what we're doing out here.
All right, so I'll pose a question. Why do y'all think we will arm up to defend against white supremacist groups, but we don't do the same for our neighborhoods like Chicago and other major cities?
To me, you talking about the gang members, the guys that's like in the hood and gangs and stuff, or are you talking about just your regular guy that's going to work every day that got a family?
I'm pretty much talking about, the crime that's, we have unusually high crime rates in black communities all across the country. Why aren't these same people? Because the people in that video, he said they were businessmen, they're regular people, and they armed up to go against this militia, I guess, that was in the city protesting. So my thing is, why don't we have that same energy?
I would say that you was about to say something. I would say that it would basically, like, when you're looking at crime in inner cities, basically these are guys that are doing something for business, the drug trade, for their gang affiliation, whatever the case may be. And it's probably some people in their neighborhoods related to them or benefiting from that, and they don't see that as much as a threat to their livelihood, rather than someone making a political statement based on nationality or race. I would say that's the biggest difference with a militia getting weapons against a neo-Nazi group than, people just doing neighborhood watch in their own neighborhoods.
85.
I just would say either they ain't think about it yet, or they ain't really messing with them dudes in that area, because some dudes, like, they would feel, I want to say, like the street dudes, they probably would feel intimidated, you know what I mean? And they so emotional, beta inside, they be like, why y'all making my customers, and then it'll be a war with them. And I just think it's stupid. Let the police be the police. It's all good to feel that way, but that just put people in fear. You know what I mean? Like normal people, no matter what you may tell them they doing, that means somebody can copycat you, and they may not be doing that. and they may be having another agenda, and they be like, a dude like you know, just broke in my house. He had the same mask on, like y'all. I know it was one of y'all. Then you got a whole nother issue to deal with. You know what I'm saying? It's just stupid,
Yeah. Enzo?
I really think they're just doing it from historical reasons. I mean, look at the Jim Crow era where KKK were setting up crosses in people's yards and burning them. So obviously they're going to protect their neighborhood. They're going to protect their people. And honestly, I think the neo-Nazis are fucking cowards. Like, what are we really doing? I think white supremacists are fucking terrible. And that, in my eyes, the Constitution needs to be changed 100% because that's not free speech in my eyes. That's straight up hate speech. I don't care what you say. You could be protesting, whatever. That's hate speech. That is a hateful. The way that they're portraying the swastika is straight up hate speech.
Yeah.
So, then to the question about, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Why we're not doing it in cities and like urban neighborhoods and everything like that. Like, I'm going to play into what Slim was saying. I think that would cause a bigger issue amongst the militia and then the gang members. That would be a bigger issue, and then the police would have to step in, and it would pretty much be a war zone at that point. Dudes and militias, look what they got. They got fucking military M4s right there. What do the gang members got? Glocks and Dracos?
Yeah, they had some heavy artillery out there. They was they was standing with some things, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my frustration though is like the fact that we're known for having higher crime rates in our neighborhoods. I just feel like that same energy. I know it just seemed like everybody's afraid of an uproar, and I do think those same type of people in these neighborhoods would be the answer to cutting down, because you can't rely on the police all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, what they say, Vogler, is this: is that it's not that there's higher crimes in inner city, urban neighborhoods. It's that that's where the police are at. They say that the same amount of crime happens in suburbs, the same amount of drug use, the same type of crimes, but you know they're going into these neighborhoods and policing those neighborhoods. If they went in like in the suburbs, it's a guy there that's given to all his college friends or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Multiple people, doesn't matter your nationality, get high. Got guns, you know.
Yeah. I would say it's a mindset. I think that's another thing too. Like the inner city has a survival mindset versus the suburbs and other cities may not. You know, they have more of a prosperity mindset. It's just a different set of problems. But I generally feel I'm really feeling like that. Why aren't we arming up in our neighborhoods? I think it's a lack of male leadership.
Absolutely.
Because the men used to do that. I can't think of which movie it is, but you had the men that would go get the guys out the street corner.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's, you know, we look at it as the gangs are too tough and it'll be a turf war.
Shoot, when I was coming up, the neighbors used to discipline us when my mama was at work. Like, you get caught up by old man Johnson up the street, your mama at work, it's like 2:00. Man, she let him whip your ass.
I didn't come up in that era, Slim. You aging yourself. I came up in the era like you put your hands on me, something gonna happen to you.
Yeah, no. If I was doing something wrong in the streets, my mom gave them permission.
Yeah, I think it was where you can't, because my neighborhood was like that, but I was raised by my grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
So
my neighborhood was like that too.
Yeah,
there had a lot of family lived in the neighborhood too. So, and then everybody was like real close with each other.
Yep.
So they see me doing some dumb shit on the corner. Yeah, they got full permission to whoop my ass. That's how
they got
up.
you. They call home, and then you got another one when you got home.
Not even call them. My parents would see me come home, my fucking neck ringing red or whatever. They'd be like, yep, they got you. I don't got to do it now.
Yeah, that's what's missing. I think a lot of parents are working. They more focused on their jobs than they are raising their kids.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like
more of you raise your voice to your kid. It's like abuse. It's like you raise your voice to your kid, it's abuse nowadays. You spank your kid on the ass, it's abuse. Like, what the fuck happened? I got beat with a fucking belt when I was young. Like, what?
So do y'all think organizations like Black Lives Matter and other groups, instead of going after these Nazi groups and supremacist groups, do you think they should be the ones that start taking action towards the neighborhoods, since they have the funds and the resources and the mansions?
Shoot, Black Lives Matter was a scam anyway, so ain't no telling what they gonna do with the money.
They can redeem themselves.
They can try. They got to put Brown Lives Matter or something.
I don't think they necessarily need to like police gang members or criminals, because a lot of those people are in that profession to make money. So a lot of them don't want to cause harm to people or anything else to bring attention, because that's going to slow down business. So if I'm just a regular guy, if I'm a trash deliverer or pick up trash, I'm not about to get off work from working a 12-hour shift and go grab a weapon and go kick some guys off the block. That's not my job. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, y'all need to be getting some money and buying these kids over here who live in poverty some tennis shoes. So I feel like that's the situation. Like, if they making money, like, they really don't want to bring a lot of attention as far as like, deleting somebody or something like that.
Yeah, it's gonna happen eventually.
So you just think so we just let it be a lost cause and wait till gentrification comes through?
They tell themselves not vulgar. Look at social media. These guys record themselves with the stuff, with the work, with the weapons, with the cash. The police don't gotta do nothing but have a Instagram and Facebook account. Like, so all they gotta do is go look up the latest local rapper YouTube video, and then it's like, oh, okay, we ain't gotta do no work. They did everything for us.
It's true. Very true.
It just sounds like we giving up.
I mean,
as a race, it just sounds like we've given up, and the few that come out and make it, even they get clowned eventually, unless they are a rapper or a football player.
You know what?
Some type of entertainer.
I wouldn't say we giving up. I would say more so as we fed up. Like, the real African American conservative work hard community is fed up with that other shit. The twerking and the attitudes and all this crazy stuff, bro. Like, the racism thing in their mind, like, all that stuff is played out by now, because it's always racism coming from rich dudes. Like, how are these guys so suppressed living in $1 million homes? I don't get it. You know what I mean?
That's what I was going to touch on too, Slim. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah, and it's like these people have it in their heads, like, oh, this country did, like, put it like this: if you're a millionaire and you didn't make none of your money in this country, and you had problems making that million in this country, cool. But if you're a millionaire and you made your bread here, I don't know how you oppress and how you try to make other people believe you're oppressed. But I'm gonna leave it at that. But that's why they standing outside with guns.
I wanted to stack on what Slim said too. Is like, there's a lot of successful Black people now. You look at Atlanta, you look at the NFL, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not as bad as it was before. Y'all can literally, you and Slim can be Black conservatives. That would have been possible 10, 15 years ago. And that's what I always tell y'all. Like, I can understand, like, now, and you know what I'm saying, how Slim, you said most of my family Democrats. So, like, Trump shows you the country has changed a little bit more. And Trump himself, to me, kind of put Black people maybe not on the same level as white people, but he at least put them over immigrants. So that we've had some progression.
I had to disagree with you on that. And I knew of a lot of I still know a lot of Black conservatives that existed 10, 20 years ago. It's just you didn't have social media and a lot of them have money and stay out in the suburbs.
You know, the Republican Party was created by 75% blacks, right?
Yep.
You know that, Gray?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. And that's why the Democrats created the Ku Klux Klan, to force Republicans to vote Democrat. You can look that up too, whenever you get a chance. The Democrats created the KKK.
Oh yeah, I know that.
I say that all the
And
time.
then
and they call me
we
racist
talked
for
about that
saying
the other night.
You ain't racist, it's a fact.
Because I'm white, because that's why I'm saying it. They call me racist for saying that. They're like, oh, just because you say that you're racist, because you're calling all Democrats, you're calling them racist. No, it's the other way around. Republicans have always been racist. I'm like, bro, Lincoln was a Republican.
I'm gonna give you
Like
something funny,
standards.
Enzo. When Black Lives Matter was popping, when I used to say all lives matter, they called me racist.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, same.
All lies are blue lies. Hey,
I was a
everybody
racist
take
towards
your
my
life.
own people. I was a white supremacist, me.
But now to answer great, it's still hard now to be a black Republican or a Republican, period. So I went and worked on a car today, and the guy's car I was working on, he had a Tesla, and he had it in the garage. And he was telling me, he was like, the Tesla dealership, they literally went and set on fire 2 of the Cybertrucks.
Stupid.
Here in KC, yeah. He's like, they have been attacking Teslas. I've heard that it's national, but yeah, he said there's like 3 incidents that happened here in the city. So to say now it's okay to be conservative or Republican, that's not true. Like they're going after Elon's Cybertrucks over politics.
He's probably sitting back laughing.
Yeah.
The company insures all that if they're not sold. If they're at a fucking dealership, what's gonna happen? They're just gonna get insurance money and go fucking build another one.
Liberal minds, man. No offense, Gray. I know you don't think like that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, liberal minds think this way. They literally think that something is happening to Elon.
That's why a lot of this stuff was deflection. Like everything they said about Trump, they're now doing.
Slim, you're a rapper, right? So I'm gonna say a joke. I heard a white comedian say. He said, "What do Republicans and rappers have in common? Or like Republicans are just like rappers, or rappers just like Republicans. They like guns, they like money, and they like white women." I said, "Oh, that's Slim."
Hey man, I love all women, man. I just think, man, that I just never had a racist bone in my body. I never experienced racism. Maybe I did once or twice, but it didn't mess with me mentally. It didn't take money out of my bank account. Like it didn't really put me at a, oh my God, you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, you can't change a person that feels the way they feel. And that's just what it is. But I'm not going to allow that person to make me feel oppressed. Like I can't go outside because of the color of my skin. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Yeah,
So, Volvo, what happened? Why you said it was hard for you being a black Republican? You said you was fixing to do a car. What happened? He did something to you?
No, he was telling me about how he got to protect his Tesla.
Oh,
because they have been targeting Teslas. That's been a thing, I guess, across the country. But he told me like, here in KC, they literally burnt up 2 at a dealership.
Yeah, we did a show on that. I think Enzo, you were there. Yeah, we did a show on that. Slim, I think you were there too.
So yeah, he said you literally have to keep his in the garage because somebody around the corner from their Tesla was vandalized.
It was the dude that bought a Tesla just to destroy it.
That's gonna get people shot right here in America.
So do y'all think those militia guys were Republicans?
Good question.
I mean,
no. Republicans don't move like that. And they mention white supremacy. Republicans ain't worried about white supremacy.
I think they hijack it. Just like I feel like the alphabet community has and feminists have hijacked the Liberal Party. And then people try to associate it together.
Yeah, if you think like that, now mind you, the only reason that you would probably say they Republican, Gray, is because of the guns, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what they're fighting for, that's a protest. Like Republicans, we really don't have to protest. Like all of our shit is logic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I feel like your Black MAGA person today, right, is totally different than before. Like how Vogel was saying, like before your Colin Powell's, Condoleezza Rice, those people were like rich, successful, Black people in like either high education or military. Now Trump has brought more hood people into like the Republican fold. Trump was able to put rednecks and hood guys in the same coalition that took him to the White House.
Which is wild to think about. I don't know why. Like I heard some shit about that after he got his mugshot. They're like, "Oh, we can relate to him now. He's a felon."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly.
What?
Hey, if you get him on the right path, why not?
I think our president is the shit, bro.
Yeah.
I think Trump is smooth. I think he gangster. I think he gonna do what he say. People may not like how he say it, but he get it done, man.
It needs to be said like that sometimes.
Yeah, man. Like F the feelings, bro. Like
exactly.
we gotta understand that these other countries, they don't care about your blue hair and your painted fingernails and you screaming because you feel and believe. They will chop your head off and give it to your cousin.
I say it all the time in my lives. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about your feelings. Call me insensitive. Call me whatever you want. I want to hear facts, not fucking feelings.
Facts.
I was like, it's terrible.
Yep.
For sure. So, Enzo, you've been with a new party, but this is your first time on the Man Cave. So, give us your closing thoughts and let us know what you thought about the Man Cave.
First off, thank you. Thank you very much. Absolutely loved it. I thought you guys were fucking great. I thought the topics were great. I love the environment, how it's just unfiltered. We could just say whatever we want. That's great. No, just all around great. You guys are a great group of guys. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'll be on here anytime.
All right. Yeah, definitely come on.
For sure.
Facts.
Slim, what's your closing thoughts?
Oh, man, I want to say shout out to the Man Cave. Shout out to the new party. This the group. This the staff. I missed Monday. Got into a scenario where I couldn't wake up. But I'm back. But yeah, man, this is what we do every Monday and Wednesday, Man Cave. Tuesdays and Thursdays, a new party. 85 Slim on everything. If you like music, all platforms, 85 Slim. Salute.
Most definitely. My closing thoughts. Thank you, Enzo, for tonight. Good having you on the Man Cave. I know we done talked about politics overall on the new party. So on the Man Cave, it was kind of easier to get to know you more. As far as the topics, yeah, it was interesting. I liked it. And Slim and Vogler, y'all deserve the hate for being Black Republicans.
Yeah, you gotta listen to Nas and Jay-Z when you get off. Listen to Nas and Jay-Z. Black Republic.
Hey, Slim, we the great Black hope. That's
that part.
Yeah, there we go. Once all the Black people come to being conservatives, that's when we gonna prosper and get up out of here and start making these businesses. My closing thoughts: Black Lives Matter. If y'all want to redeem yourself, go ahead and start suiting up like the guys at Lincoln Heights and go to Chicago, these streets, and start patrolling there. Y'all can sell y'all mansions and get all the guns and gear you want. But on the real side, that's all I'm about. The Man Cave. We out.
That part.
Most definitely, guys. Thank y'all for coming. Well, like Slim said, we'll be back Monday and Wednesday. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. All right, you guys have a good night.
Introducing the new party. We live stream Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.